Welcome, 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 everyone. It is me, Lady Kazee. That's me. That's right. I am bringing life to your lifestyle. I want you to be in the know because when you know better, you feel better. And so tonight, I'm going to be helping you to overcome challenges in your life. I want to drop these little tips, these little tools, these little nuggets to just help you live a more prosperous life, to help you to kind of maneuver through this thing called life. Um, as you know, life happens. It's inedible, inedible. We cannot not deal with life. And life is not going to always be on a high. No matter how positive we are about things, things are going to come our way. We can duck and dodge, try to hide under the rug, whatever you may call it or want to refer to it as, but life is full of ups and downs. One day you may feel like you have it all figured out. Moments notice you've been thrown a curveball. But remember, you're not alone in these feelings. You're not alone with how you're feeling. Some people feel overwhelmed. Some people feel stressed out. Some people feel like a mental breakdown. Some people get emotional, a lot of crying. Everybody deals with challenges in a different way, and it's okay. And everyone has to face their own set of challenges. What's a challenge for me may not be a challenge for you. What you're dealing with in life and what life presents to you may be totally different from what life presents to me. So, learning how to overcome our challenges helps us to stay focused, to stay centered, and to just remain calm under pressure. You know, the suicide rate has hiked up, especially in the wake of the pandemic. A lot of people just didn't know how to deal with just the whole pandemic itself, with being out of a job, with the economy. There were so many factors that caused people to just break mentally and emotionally. Um, People deal with financial burdens, financial stressors. Don't know, how this is going to get paid, or worry about how that's going to get paid. Some people dealing with unemployment issues. There are just a host of things. Some people are dealing with grief, the loss of a loved one, and it has presented challenges in itself to so many people. But tonight, I want to kind of help you. And again, everybody has their own tips and tools and tricks to overcome challenges. But I just wanted to drop in and just share what I believe are like good 10 really good ways to overcome challenges in life. So, if you would allow me, the first thing I want to make mention of is make a plan. Yes, life happens. It happens without a plan. It happens in a moment's notice. But what I mean by make a plan is we don't always know what's going to happen, and we don't know what the future may hold. But we can always kind of make a plan so that we have some kind of idea of how we would handle things. Look at the patterns in your life and see what challenges you've personally struggled with. Because if you take a look, if you assess your life and the challenges that have been presented to you in life, you may see that you've experienced these same challenges over and over again. So, making a plan and evaluating our own life and the patterns that we've repeated that have been challenging to us, it allows us to better map out, hey, what is causing these challenges? Why do I keep having this same challenge every month or every 3 months or every year? Why am I faced with this same challenge every time you look up? You know, um, plan ahead. Just try to plan ahead as best as you can. Of course, we know everything doesn't work according to how we always plan it, but just try to make a plan. And for example, if one of your challenges is time management, and sometimes I struggle with that, sometimes that is a challenge for me, having that balance, then one of the things you can do to help you with your time management is get you a planner. Write down the things you need to do. Write down the days you need to do it, the times you need to do it. Just try to be proactive in making a plan so that you can better manage your time. The second thing is know that you are not alone. Listen, everybody, I don't care how much money they have, I don't care how happy they may appear, everybody has challenges in life. Every person in this world has their low points or have had a low point at some point in their life. And so know that you are not alone. You are not the only person going through a challenge. Some people may handle or even hide their challenge a little bit better than others. But the truth be told, whatever you are going through, there are others who are either going through it as well or have been through it also. So know that you're not alone. And there are resources, and again, it depends on what that particular challenge is, but there are resources that are available to help you depending on what challenge you may be dealing with. Maybe you may be dealing with emotional issues and you may need to reach out and talk to someone. Speak your feelings and express your concerns, and that helps. That's an outlet for you to actually deal with your challenges. The next thing, don't be afraid to ask for help. I cannot tell you the number of people who hide behind fear or not wanting others to know what they're going through. So they refuse to ask for the help. Listen, we all need help at some point in our lives. You're not alone, so you can find help. There's help available. Don't go through these life challenges alone, because some challenges are more crucial than others. Some challenges are just a little challenge, but some challenges can be detrimental to your health, to your mental state, even to your children, your family members. It can spill over into your job. It just affects so many different things in life, in your life. So don't be afraid to ask for the help. I pray that everyone has a strong mentor or partner or friend or a confidant, a brother or sister, a church member, or just someone that they feel comfortable speaking to. And again, challenges are always not something physical that you're going through. Again, it can be emotional, psychological, mental. It doesn't have to just be a physical challenge. So you want to ask for the help. Don't hide behind pride. Don't be so prideful that you're afraid to ask for help thinking you will be judged. Listen, let me tell you, let people say what they want to say. You get the help you need in order for you to succeed. Okay? The next thing, feel what you feel. It is okay to have feelings, and no one has to validate your feelings. Your feelings belong to you. It's the one thing that you get to own and nobody gets to control. Feel what you feel. Some feelings may be anger. Some feelings may be a sadness. Whatever you feel when you're going through a challenge, allow yourself to feel it. Don't mask your feelings because they are not going to go away. In reality, when you mask your feelings, you're just sweeping it under the rug. And after a while, you have swept so much under the rug that it just all spills out. And it doesn't always spill out in a positive way. So don't mask your feelings, they are not going to go away. Don't trap that energy, that negative energy. Because sometimes when we're going through things and we're stressed and we're going through challenges, we tend to have a negative aura, the negative energy. And that negative energy can again spill over to our family. It also can cause damage to yourself health wise. There are negative health consequences to masking your feelings. Allow yourself to feel what it is that you feel. Allow yourself to talk through your feelings and work through your feelings. And I am telling you, expressing yourself is an outlet. Some people like to do journaling to express themselves or to write down their feelings. Some people keep a diary. Some people sing, write poetry, whatever it is that brings you that outlet for you to feel what you feel and express it. Find that thing. I encourage you to find that thing that helps you to release all those built up emotions that you don't want to spill over in a negative way onto other people. When you feel, it allows you to deal with your emotions. Feelings are actually an emotion, and emotions come in various ways. Emotions can be happy, they can be sad, they can be grieving emotions, they can be anger emotions. Whatever it is, allow yourself to feel what you feel and work through it. Next, accept the support. Yes, you can ask for the help. That's just the first stage. You have to be willing to accept the help because there's a difference. Asking for the help and being willing to accept the help are two different things. So not only do you have to ask for the help, but you have to allow yourself to accept the support. I often hear people say, I don't need nobody. I can do this on my own. Listen, everybody needs somebody at some point in your life. You cannot live in this world, no matter how much you think you don't need anybody, or you don't need a shoulder to lean on or to cry on, or, nobody needs to help you. You need a support system, big or small, one person, two people. You need a support system. So please, I encourage you, be open to receiving help when you need the help. Next, just as you want to have help, help others. Be that person that lends that helping hand or that listening ear. What you give is what you get. And I'm going to say that again because that's very important. What you give is what you get. When you are a helper to one person, a helper to this person, God will send someone to help you in your time of need. And it doesn't always have to be a financial need. I remember when my great friend and mentor here in the studio with me, when her brother passed, when her dad passed, I knew it was nothing that I could do to bring them back. But I felt like it was my duty to be there just to support her in whatever way she needed to be supported during that time. When I tell you she couldn't move without us being right there, we were there. And It's that kind of thing when I say you give, what you give is what you get. Because there's no doubt in my mind, if the shoe was on the other foot, she would have been right there. As a matter of fact, when my dad passed, she was right there. She was right there. So what you give is what you get. You know, if you've been through a situation and you have advice for someone, share that advice. Don't keep it to yourself. If you've gone through something and I know you've come out of it because you're alive to tell somebody what you did to get through it, or the process or the steps that you took to get through it. So have a willing heart to be willing to help others. Think big. We have got to start thinking outside the box, you guys. Quit allowing people to put you in this box, because not every box is meant for you to fit in. You have to be willing to outside of what is deemed norm. What is norm? What's normal for you may not be normal for me. I'm just saying, we got to start thinking big. Think big. Don't just think right here in this little small space that you've been in all your life. Think big. Dream big. Dream the impossible, because you never know. That door or window of opportunity can always open and waiting for you to just walk on in. It can be easy to let yourself think small because of fear and failure, or even the fear of making a decision. But in order to accomplish great things in life, you have to be open to taking some risks. I'm not saying jeopardize your life. No, I'm saying open yourself up to going outside the norm or your comfort zone. With whatever challenge may arise, always and think and dream big. That way you will achieve more than you could have ever have imagined. Try not to let your thoughts get in the way, because you know we hinder ourselves. We're our biggest critics. We hinder ourselves. We talk ourselves out of things. We talk ourselves out of doing things that, may be a great opportunity for us and to us because of fear. Step out the box. Think big, you guys. I always say this very thing. Have a positive mindset. We have got to start changing the way we think about things. We have to have a positive mindset, because what you think becomes your reality. If I think small, I'm only going to have small. But if I think big, I'm going to open myself up to bigger things. I'm going to expose myself to bigger opportunities. Train your mind to think positive. It takes work, because I think naturally we've trained ourselves to think the worst in every situation. Excuse me. Train your mind to start thinking positive. No matter what that situation is, find a positive in it. Think of a positive outcome. Look for a positive. Search for a positive. Whatever you do. This will take time and it'll take practice again, because we have already gotten used to thinking the worst in every situation or thinking negative. You know, anytime you hear the doctor say, oh, you have an illness, we immediately think the worst. We're going to die. We're not going to get better. No, okay, this is what I have. Okay, let me think. What steps do I need to take to heal this or cure this or make this better or stop this from getting worse? Think positive. Look at things from a positive perspective. Also, a positive mindset has a lot to do with your mental awareness. You can practice awareness through being mindful. Be mindful of what you say. Be mindful of the things you do. A lot of times we say things just out of habit. A lot of times we do things just out of habit. We do them effortlessly without even thinking about them. I know that, when I get up in the morning, this is my routine. I don't have to think about it. I do it every day so often. I know I don't even have to think about it. So we have to start practicing awareness in situations that have presented challenges in our life. And I'll say this again, examine your life. If you see a pattern that the same challenges are affecting you, you need to evaluate that situation. I don't care whether it's a relationship, jobs, income, finances, whatever it may be. If it is a constant challenge for you, day by day or month by month, or every time you look up, just evaluate the situation, okay? Next, don't give up. People, don't throw in the towel. You know how many times we get right there, just about to get our breakthrough, and we give up. We throw in the towel. Why? Because a challenge came up. Let me tell you, everything that happens in life ain't going to be pretty. It ain't going to come easy. It's going to be some sweat, some tears. It's going to be some days you may think you want to give up. But you can't give up. You got to press. You got to press. Look, press and pray. Press and pray. You can't give up. You got to push. You know that acronym, push, P-U-S-H. You got to pray until something happens. I'm going to say it for the people in the back. Push. Pray until something happens. Don't give up, no matter how challenging the challenge may look. Don't get right there at the finish line and give up. You just missed your breakthrough. You just missed your opportunity. Why? Because you threw in the towel. You gave up. It is a big task and not an easy task to not give up when we're under pressure. When it feels like the world is on our shoulders and things are just caving in, yes, it becomes difficult to not give up. And that's where changing your mindset comes into play. You have to be persistent. You have to be dedicated. You have to have that mindset. I'm not turning around. I'm not giving up. Whatever challenge comes, I'm going to work through it. I'm going to pray on it. I'm going to step on the devil. He don't have no room right here. I'm going on. I'm pressing on. I don't care. If this don't work, I'm going to try this, but I ain't giving up. Have that mindset. Giving up means you will never overcome the challenge nor learn from it. Listen, I am a big believer that we learn from our challenges. We learn from them. Some of the most valuable lessons in life have came from challenges. Why? Because when we are challenged, especially as women and as mothers, we get into that mommy mode, we get into that survival mode, we get into that, listen, we got to make this, we got to do it, this got to happen. And so our persistence comes into play. Our adrenaline starts running. And so we get determined. So your challenges are a learning experience. And again, each of our challenges will be different. Each of our learning experiences will be different, but the key is power through your challenges by asking for support, feeling your feelings, and making a plan to work through it. And most of all, just don't give up. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your children. Don't give up on the things that are important to you, that mean so much to you. Don't give up. Don't lose that hope. And last but not least, I want to leave you with this, which I think is so valuable. Work smart, not hard. You know, my brother used to say that all the time when we were younger, not kids, but like when we were teenagers. He was like, work smart, not hard. You have to work smart, not hard. Generally speaking, there's more than one way to get something done. We all know that, whatever it may be. There may be something broken, and there's several ways we can go about fixing it. I get that. But what we have to do is evaluate the situation and see what is the best way of doing it. While there may be different ways to do it, and one way is not so much right or wrong, different ways. It's okay. But what is the best way to do it? And how do you figure that out? Which way is going to be less stressful for you, but you're still going to have an optimal outcome? You're still going to have a successful outcome, but you're not going to exhaust yourself or put yourself through some unnecessary challenges. Life can be challenging, and we're going to have challenges, but let's not put ourselves through unnecessary challenges. So, listen, here's the tool to working smart but not harder. Start by working backwards. You may be like, what? What are you talking about? Let me help you. Outline and define your task, your goal, what it is you're trying to do. Then plan the process. Plan the process of what steps you need to take to get where you're trying to go. Write it down. I am a big fan of writing things down. I like to see it in black and white. That way I receive it better. It resonates better in my brain and in my mind when I can physically look at it and see it. So plan the process. How am I going to get from here to here? What steps I need to take in between? Then do your research, people. Don't just jump out there. Look, it took research to learn how to come in this studio and do this. I didn't just walk in here and do it. I had to research. I had to have a mentor. I had to have people who've been in this industry, who's been doing it, to teach me and show me. So do your research. See how others who have come before you have done it. Take into account your own skills and ideas, because remember, what works for one person doesn't necessarily work for you. So when you're talking to somebody, seeing how they overcome it, you're grabbing little tips and tools, and you're grabbing what's going to work for you. You don't have to do it exactly how they did it, but you're getting the knowledge to know how to properly plan how you need to do it, or even what not to do. So take into account your own skills and ideas, because it may work even better for you. Then stick to the script. We always tend to get off track because we do our own thing. That's just us. We do our own thing. Look, stick to the script. Make the vision clear. Make the plan. Write it down. Stick to it. And get to work. So listen, I just wanted to stop by tonight to give you what I think is helpful ways to overcome challenges in life. And again, we all have challenges. Different challenges present different perspectives, different outcomes, different tools to help navigate through those challenges. And so we just have to do what works best for us, but be mindful. Evaluate the challenges in your life that are repetitive, repeated challenges that are repetitious, that always come up. I guarantee you there is something that you can change that will help that challenge not come up as often, or even eliminate that challenge. So remember, life will present challenges, but we can all overcome life's challenges. So I encourage you to make a plan, know you're not alone, ask for help, accept the help, help others, and just get the job done. I am Lady Kazee. That's me. That's right. I brought life to your lifestyle, or at least I hope I did. I pray that these two tips and tools and little nuggets that I drop will help you to live a more prosperous life. I pray that you will be reminded of this conversation when a challenge presents itself in your life. I hope that these tools will be embedded in your mind so that you will change your mindset about the way you deal with life challenges. Join me right here on next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I will have more great topics to discuss with you, and I pray that you be blessed. And again, remember, Lady Kazee, that's me.